Okay, students, we are into the second group of the S block. We have completed successfully about the alkali metals. S block contains how many groups? Two groups. First group 1A is called as alkali metal. Second group 2A is called as alkaline earth metals. Okay, we have successfully completed. So, with the basic knowledge of the first A group, 90% of the properties we can expect from the group 2A. So if you're strong at group 1A, then you need to worry less worry at group 2A. Okay. So because almost all properties will be same, but there are certain differences there I will emphasize in these lectures. Okay. So first let in the introduction itself I am telling you some difference. Okay. Difference with the reason. Inorganic is not a group of exception. Inorganic is mostly reasons are there. Okay. So first elements of group 2A forms oxides and hydroxide which are less basic. Okay. Why they are less basic than the alkali metal? Because as we move from left to right in periodic table, ionization energy increases, therefore metallic nature decreases, therefore basic nature decreases. Okay. So, and this becomes the reason for another part. Up to here, reason it is understood. Then the group 1A. What is the reason? Due to increase in ionization energy from left to right, which is also further due to decrease in atomic size. Okay. So once they are less basic, their oxosalt. Oxosalt means there are three type of elements. In oxosalt, how many elements will be there? Three elements will be there. Okay. What are those? Sometimes salts are called as a binary salt. Okay. What is the difference between oxosalt and binary salt? Let us take NaCl. It is a binary salt. Binary means only two types of element, not two elements. Only two types of element. Okay. So let us take NgCl2. This is also binary salt, even though it contains three elements, but number of atoms are not considered. Type of atoms are considered. Type are only two. Therefore, this is also binary salt. Okay. So here, what is oxosalt? Oxosalts are tertiary salt and ternary salt. Okay. Let us take MgSO4. This is the ternary salt. Okay. Otherwise, sodium carbonate Na2CO3 ternary salt, because here we are getting three types of elements. Okay. So sulfates, nitrates, carbonates, and bicarbonates will come under the tertiary salt. Okay, or ternary salt. Understood? So they are less stable. Why the carbonates and sulfates and nitrates? Common reason. What is the common reason? Because they are less basic than the corresponding oxides and hydroxides of the group 1A. Okay. Now in the S block first group we have studied the biological importance of the sodium and potassium. Likewise, here we are going to study human body requires sodium and potassium from the 1A group. Similarly, magnesium and calcium is required is the biological essential part of the human body. Okay, essential metal of the human body, essential mineral of the human body are magnesium and calcium. There, whatever we have studied about the lithium are similar, we are going to study for the beryllium. Like lithium shows anomalous behavior, here beryllium will show the anomalous behavior, but reasons are going to be same. What are the reasons? Due to small atomic size. Okay. What are the reasons? Due to small atomic size, high ionization energy, high polarizing power, absence of d orbitals. Those are going to be remaining same. Okay. So this chapter will be very easy if you worked hard in the first A. Okay. So let's start with some general properties. Okay, now let us see the general properties. General properties of S block metals. What are the S block metals in the alkaline earth metal? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Okay. beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. I think already I have told you how to remember. Beta, mange, car, scooter, baap, raji. Okay. Beta, mange, car, scooter, baap, raji. Okay. So here how to remember the electronic configuration. It will be helium, and this general electronic configuration will be Ns2. General electronic configuration is going to be Ns2 helium. First it will be 2s2. Okay. Then helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and it is radon. Okay. Now, after writing the inert gases, what you have to write? You can keep on increasing the principal quantum number. Okay, 2s2. Then it is going to be 3s2. Then it is going to be 4s2. Then it is going to be 5s2. Then it is going to be 6s2. Then it is going to be 7s2. Okay. So these are the general electronic configuration. Okay. And already I told you the technique to remember the atomic number. I have told you the technique to remember the atomic number. Okay. So here I am going to write their melting point, write their boiling point, write their densities. Okay. But values you need not to remember. I am writing only for your reference. But what you have to remember, which you have to remember, that I am going to tell you. Now I am going to write what all? Melting points, boiling points, density. Okay. Actually, inorganic generals characteristics are more about the trends, increasing, decreasing, highest, lowest, where it should increase but decreases. Like that, you have to understand. Values are not much important. Okay. Let us see the values, but trend you should remember. Okay, these are the general properties. What are the three general properties we are going to study? Melting point, boiling point, density. Apart from that, metallic radius. Fourth property is metallic radius. We are going to measure we are going to express in the terms of the angstroms. Okay. So here, if you see the values, is there any trend? Melting point 1287, then 649, 839, 768, 727, 700. Okay. So first to see this trend, you should increasing or decreasing order, you have to arrange them. Understood? So first what it is decreasing, then it is increasing. Okay. Then it is decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. Okay. So only at one place. Sorry, here it is increasing. Okay, here it is what? Increasing. Understood? So everywhere to 1287, 649, and from there it should decrease and keep on decreasing. Okay, only at one place. At one place, from where? Magnesium to calcium. At one place, magnesium to calcium, it should be above the 640, above 839. Okay. Okay, so after noting down values, you need not to remember, but which values you should remember? Which element have the lowest melting point? Magnesium. Okay, which value has the highest melting point? Beryllium. Okay, and try to write them in the increasing order or decreasing order. Okay, because in the examination options will be only in increasing order, decreasing order. Okay. So what will be the increasing order? Magnesium less than what? Strontium magnesium less than. Then it is whatever I have circled, they are all approximate. This is approximate, this is approximate, this is approximate, this is also approximate. Okay. So here the lowest is of the magnesium, then radium, then barium, then strontium. Okay. Then comes about the calcium, highest is of the barium. Okay, beryllium, sorry. Beryllium is the highest, magnesium is the lowest. Okay. So simply only there is one value skipped here. It should be where the second highest, but it is the lowest. That way you can remember. Is that understood? So I am erasing this. Okay. So this value you can write or not. Okay, now let us see about the boiling point. See, from here to here it is decreasing. Again decreasing, but here it is increasing, then decreasing. Okay, then decreasing, then increasing, again decreasing. There is no regular variation. So if so many irregularities are there, there are no chances that boiling point variation will be given. Okay, even books also you will find no regular variation found. Okay, next, are you finding any regular variation? At least one place okay, two place okay. But here, see, it is decreasing, then increasing, then decreasing, then increasing, then decreasing. Okay, so they don't want that you should be just by hearting. If there is any conceptual learning, then it will be motivated. Okay, let us see the density part. 1.85, 1.74, 1.55. Okay. So from here to here, continuously decreasing. Continuously, what it is doing? Decreasing. Then it is increasing. Then it is increasing. Okay. Now let us identify which is lowest, which is highest. Lowest density is of the calcium. Okay. Highest density of the radium. Radium value is how much? This is highest, this is of the lowest. Is it understood? And first decreases up to calcium, then increases from calcium. Okay, then increases from calcium. This is about the density variation. Now let us see about the metallic radius. Metallic radius is expressed in terms of the angstroms. In the examination, to change the decimal place values, they may change the units. So that's why I'm specially intimating the values with the units. So 1.12 angstrom, 1.60, 1.97, 2.15, and there barium is reduced, barium is increased. Okay, so it is gradual increase. What is the reason for gradual increase? Due to increase in number of shells at consecutive places. Okay, so note down this mainly. Don't remember this value, especially melting point, boiling point, not required, melting point, density, and metallic radius. And exceptions. What is the exceptions means? Wherever it is supposed to be increased, where it is decreasing. Okay? Or wherever it is going to decrease, but wherever it is increasing. And lowest and highest. These are the three things you will remember: increasing order or decreasing order, where it is highest, where it is lowest. Okay, note down for the time being. You can make that list afterwards. Leave some space. Okay, next general property is ionization energy. Next general property is what? Ionization energy. First, all shows all the alkali metals, alkaline earth metal shows +1. They do not show variable oxidation state. Okay, they will show the single oxidation state. What is that oxidation state? +2. They neither show +3, they neither show +1. Okay, they show only +2 oxidation state. Okay, but covalent character. Okay, covalent character. Beryllium forms typically covalent compound. What is the reason? Reason is high ionization energy, or we can say anomalous behavior, because anomalous behavior itself covers due to the high ionization energy. Okay, then magnesium, calcium, strontium, even most out of this, most of the covalent character is found in the magnesium. Okay, so highly predominantly covalent is in beryllium. Okay, covalent character predominant in the beryllium compounds, and then magnesium, but all of them are purely ionic. Okay, so the strength of the ionic character, as ionic percentage character, will be increasing. What is the reason? Ionization energy decreases. Okay, now the very interesting question, very confusing question, very frequently asked question is this one. See, it is very difficult to understand what is given, what they are asking. Okay. First ionization energy. First ionization energy of 1A is less than first ionization energy of 2A. So that means it is easy to remove first electron from alkali metal than the alkaline earth metal. Okay, but it is very difficult to remove second electron from alkali metal than the second electron from the alkaline earth metal. Okay, so if you noted this, then I will explain with the example and reason. Okay, I will explain this with example and reason. Very important question. I hope all of you will understand this with carefully. Okay. So let us take the potassium and sodium and magnesium. Okay. Sodium and magnesium if we take. So first electron, I will write it here. Sodium here, magnesium here. So here I am talking about the 1A. Okay. 1A. Understood? And this is 2A element. So here when I give the IE1, when I give the IE1, before that its electronic configuration is going to be 3s2. Okay. So the first, sorry, 3s1. So the first electron I am removing is from the half-filled 3s subshell. Okay. And here configuration is 3s2. So first electron I am removing. First electron I am removing from the magnesium. Okay. From the magnesium is from the fully filled S subshell. Here it is fully filled configuration. Here it is half filled configuration. Okay. And before that, this is also inert gas. Before that, it is also inert gas. Inert gas and inert gas. Okay. So after removing this, it forms the sodium positive and it will form the inert gas configuration. Okay. Now here magnesium positive. Then it will form the inert gas configuration, but 3s1 electron will be there. Okay. Now second electron, if I wanted to remove, I have to remove that electron from the inert gas. Okay. And here second electron, I am removing it from the half-filled 3s subshell. Okay. So it is easy to remove the 3s electron than from the inert gas. That's why IE2 of 1A greater than IE2 of 2A. Is that clear to all of you? Then let us see here. Here I am removing the electron from half-filled S subshell. Here I am removing from the full-filled S subshell. Okay. So here fully filled S subshell. Is it understood? Therefore, it is very difficult to remove fully filled and easy to remove uh, half filled. Therefore, here it is less than, but the same will become opposite here. Is this understood? Any problem in understanding you can ask. I will explain because this question is frequently asked. Okay, next point is electronegativity. Okay, in electronegativity, actually these are the left side of the periodic table. Okay, these are what left side of the periodic table. Therefore, electronegativity is very less. Okay, the electronegativity is less because from left to right, electronegativity decreases. Sorry, electronegativity increases. But when you compare these same metals with 1A, 2A group are more electronegative. Okay. Then highest electronegative element among 2A is what? Beryllium. Because down the group electronegativity decreases. Down the group electronegativity what happens? Decreases. Okay. So percentage ionic character increases with increase in difference of electronegativity. Suppose beryllium, okay? Beryllium is forming the compound with fluorine. Beryllium is forming the compound with iodine, which is going to be more ionic BeF2 because this metallic character is same. Here electronegativity is more for the fluorine. That difference is more. Once difference is more, ionic character is to be more. Okay. So that is what expected beryllium fluoride to be predominantly ionic. But unexpectedly it is still found covalent because how it is proved that it is covalent because its conductivity measured in the form of the molten state. Molten state conductivity more means ions are more. Ions are more means ionic nature is more. So it was expected to be ionic and more conductive, but it is still covalent. That is because of the high ionization energy and anomalous behavior of the beryllium. Okay. Suppose if you have to arrange them in increasing order of ionic nature, you what you will use? Which law you will use? Pajan's law you will use for calculation. Pajan's law you will use for the arrangement of increasing order of ionic nature or decreasing order of covalent nature, etc. Okay. Suppose magnesium is only there. Magnesium oxide, okay, MgO, and magnesium fluoride. Which is more covalent, which is more ionic? Here, more electronegativity difference, more will be ionic. Less electronegativity difference, more will be covalent nature. Like that, you can identify ionic and covalent nature in the on the basis of electronegativity. Already we have studied scales of electronegativity. There we have calculated the percentage ionic character, percentage covalent character. Okay, because don't get confused with the percentage ionic character. Percentage ionic character topic is at two different places. Percentage ionic character, percentage covalent character will be with bond angle also. Okay, with bond angle you can find out. Okay, and with electronegativity also we can find out. Okay. Okay, next topic is very important. It is regarding the hydration energy. It is regarding what? Hydration energy. Okay. So first very important point is hydration energy of second A. Hydration energy of alkaline earth metal is 4 to 5 times of hydration energy of alkali metal. Hydration energy of alkaline earth metal is 4 to 5 times that of alkali metals. Okay. Why? Because hydration energy depends on the two factors. The very first factor is size, smaller size. As we move from left to right, atomic size or ionic size of alkaline earth metal is smaller than the alkali metal. First reason. Is this understood? Second reason, charge is becoming double. This is 2 plus 2 and it is plus 1. It is what? Plus 2 and it is plus 1. Okay. So because of both factors favorable for the alkaline earth metal, it is 4 to 5 times. It is 4 to 5 times higher than alkali metals. Okay. Why it is it understood? Next. See, beryllium actually got the highest capacity. Capacity wise, highest capacity to form hydrated complex is highest in the beryllium, but the small size does not allow to accommodate more number of water molecule. So you will find beryllium H2O4. Okay, but magnesium C 6H2O, calcium 6H2O, but barium 2H2O. This is very important in case of the integer type question. Okay, so in integer type question, this barium question will be why barium is associated with 2 moles of water molecule, but magnesium is associated with 6 moles of water molecule. What will be the reason? Why it is associated with more water of hydration? Why it is associated with less water of hydration? Who will tell the reason? Why it is 6? Why it is 2? You have to remember, it is exception. No, it is not like that. It is already explained here. Hydration energy depends on size and charge. Here all of them have the same charge. So we cannot explain in terms of the charge. Okay. So actually what it will form? Smaller size, large number of molecule. Bigger size, less number of molecule. Okay. But beryllium is a typical case. it not only forms water of hydration, it forms the complex. The difference between these two already I have explained in the copper sulfate dot 5H2O. In CuSO4 5H2O, I told you all the 5 water molecules are not water of hydration. Only one molecule is water of hydration. Remaining 4 water molecules are coordinately hydrated like this. Okay. So it is the magnesium chloride dot 6H2O, calcium chloride dot 6H2O, barium chloride dot 2H2O. This value also you will remember. Also, what you will remember? Reason. Reason to decrease is understood. Now the question may be other way also. Magnesium chloride forms hydrated salt, but sodium chloride does not. Calcium chloride forms hydrated salt, but not potassium chloride. Why? What the reason you will write then? If question is about the decrease, you will explain in terms of the charge. Okay. But if the question is about in this direction, magnesium forms hydrated salt, but sodium chloride is anhydrous. Calcium forms hydrated salt, but potassium chloride is anhydrous. What will be the reason you will write? Who will tell the answer? Why sodium and potassium chloride? Very good. Here you can write the both reasons. When you compare sodium and magnesium is smaller and have the high charge density. Okay.